Hi everyone, this time I will show you how to crochet such an elephant application. For this pattern I'm using acrylic yarn and a 3.5 hook, and we start with a slip knot. For this I'm doing circle and I put the long yarn under the circle and I pull it through and I have a loop. You can tighten the loop with your hook. Now we have to crochet 16 chains or chain stitches, and for this yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. So this is the first chain stitch. Yarn over and pull it through. You have the second, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13, 14, 15 and 16. So this is our first row. And for the next row, chain 1. This will be a turning chain. Now put the hook into the second stitch from hook and crochet, single crochet. To do this, yarn over and pull the yarn through. We have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through 2. So this is the first single crochet, and at the beginning we increase. That means that we crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So we crochet 1 single crochet into the same stitch here. And all the other stitches until the end will be single crochets. And we will have an increase at the end of the row. And to increase at the end of the row, we have to crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So in this stitch we have to crochet 2 single crochets, so the first and the second. Chain 1 for the next row and turn your work. Now we have an increase again. Put your hook into the second stitch from hook, increase once, 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and all the other stitches will be single crochets. For the fourth row, chain 1, turn your work, put the hook into the second chain from hook, and we have an increase. So we crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. All the other stitches are single crochets. And at the end we have an increase again. and we increase in the last stitch in this row, and we crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. The next 2 rows, wait, I have to do this again, looks not nice, so I have to do it once. And the next 2 rows will be single crochet, so chain 1 for the next row, turn your work, put the hook into the second stitch from hook, and single crochet this row and also the next row. So we have the 5th and the 6th row with single crochets. For row 7, chain 1 and turn your work. Put your hook into the second stitch from hook. And here we have single crochets. And at the end of the row we will have a decrease. To decrease at the end of the row we need 2 stitches, so one and the first and the second, and we put the hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull the yarn through. We have 2 loops on our hook. We put the hook into the next stitch and pull the yarn through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. And this is a decrease. For the next row, for the 8, chain 1, turn your work, and we will do the same here with single crochet until the end of the row, and we will have a decrease at the end of the row. So we have here again 2 stitches left, and we decrease again 3 loops on our hook, and we pull the yarn through all 3 loops, and we have a decrease. And you can see this also, that we have less stitches. For the 9th row, chain 1 and turn your work. And here we will do the same. We will single crochet until the end of the row, and we will decrease. Decrease once at the end of the row. For row 10. Yeah, we have the 10th row, chain 1, and turn your work, and we have a decrease now at the beginning. And then we single crochet all the other stitches. For row 11, chain 1 and turn your work, decrease once, single crochet until the end of the row, and we decrease at the end of the row once. So here a decrease, and for row 12, chain 1, turn your work, decrease once, and single crochet until the end of the row. This is how the main body looks like. So this is the front or our head, and this is the back side. Now we continue with the legs or the foot. No, not the foot, the feet. And we use for this 5 stitches and 5 rows. So for the next row, chain 1 and turn your work, and we single crochet 5 times, or we need 5 single crochets. So this is the 3rd, 4th and the 5th. And this is also the 1st row. So for the 2nd row, chain 1 and turn your work. And we crochet 5 single crochets. And then we need 3 more rows. This is the 5th row, and I have 1 stitch left, and this will be a slip stitch. Put your hook into the last stitch, yarn over, and pull the yarn through both, loop through the stitch and also through the loop, and this is a slip stitch. Now we can cut the yarn and pull the yarn through the last loop and tighten it. Kind of cut it shorter. Yeah, this will be okay. And now we need a 2nd leg, of course. And we'll do this also with 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will put my hook in here. And we need yarn. And I pull the yarn through here. Chain 1 and single crochet. Now we can crochet with only one loop. No, not with only one loop, I mean with one strand. Not with one loop. So these are 5 single crochets, chain 1, enter new work, and we need 4 rows. Now we have to know which side is our front side, and this one will be my front side, and I will crochet in this direction. But if this one is your front side, you have to crochet in this direction. So I will do it like this, and this is the head and this is the back. And to start with our border, we have to chain 1 and single crochet. All around the elephant. Shouldn't be too tight because it would roll the elephant. We will block it afterwards, but it's better if it's not too tight. So now we need a place where to put the tail. And I think here will be a good place. To crochet the tail, we have to chain stitches, and you can chain as many as you like. So for me this is fine, and now I have to chain 1 for turning. Put your hook into the second chain from hook and slip stitch. So pull the yarn through all loops. Now I have to do this again. Slip stitch and then single crochet. And we continue with single crochets. To start with the back, we have to slip stitch the first stitch on this above side. Slip stitch first, then we have 1 single crochet, then we have a half double crochet for this yarn over, and put the hook into the next stitch, pull the yarn through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull the yarn through all 3 stitches. The next will be a double crochet, yarn over, put the hook into the next stitch, pull the yarn through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. You have 2 loops left, yarn over, and pull it through the last 2. So now we crochet a half double crochet, single crochet, and one more single crochet. Now we slip stitch the next 2 stitches. The next will be 2 single crochets, one half double crochet, one double crochet, a half double crochet, and a decrease with a single crochet. So we crochet 1 single crochet out of 2, and we continue with single crochets. And now we have to find our place or our point for the trunk. Yeah, I think this one, yeah, this point is quite good. Or maybe one. We'll see. So to crochet the trunk, we have to chain stitches. As many as you like. I think one more. So if you have your length, then chain 1 and slip stitch into the second chain from hook. Single crochet. Now we have to decrease. And you can decrease once or twice. I recommend decreasing twice so you have a nice curve. Now with single crochet. And if we have 3 or 4 stitches left, we increase. So we crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch and also in the next 2 single crochets, and the others will be single crochets. So the trunk looks like this. And if this is not enough for you, you can of course do one more. And for crocheting the mouth, we have also 2 chain stitches. So now we have 4. Maybe 4 or 5. I think 4 is okay. And we come back here again and single crochet. If we have a corner like this, we increase once, and then it looks more like a corner. You can also increase twice if you like. And in this corner we have an increase again. Here also an increase. And this one should be our starting point, so we slip stitch here. Cut our yarn and pull the end through. And tighten it. To hide the yarn, you can pull it through your work. And cut it. So this is the back side, which you should see afterwards. And that's how it looks so far. A little bit silly. But it will be an elephant. Start with a slip knot for the ear. And chain 8. 8 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For the next row we have to chain 1. This is our turning stitch, and now we decrease. This 1 decrease, and we have also to decrease a second time. Then we single crochet until the end of the row. And the last stitch, it is an increase. So we crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now we have single crochets until the end of the row. And we need 2 stitches left for a decrease. So these are 2, and now we decrease. Chain 1 and turn your work. Single crochet until the end of the row. And we have an increase into the last stitch, so we crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. For the next row, chain 1 and turn your work, single crochet until the end of the row. And if we have 2 stitches left, we decrease once. Chain 1 and turn your work. In this row we will single crochet. We'll have here a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a single crochet. So we single crochet until we have 3 stitches left. Yes, so now we have a half double crochet, yarn over, put the hook through the next stitch, pull the yarn through, You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. This is a half double crochet. The next will be a double crochet, yarn over, put the hook into the next stitch, pull the yarn through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. You have 2 left, yarn over and pull it through the last 2. So this is a double crochet. And the last one is a single crochet. Chain 1. Turn your work. So now we have a decrease. A double crochet. Then we have a slip stitch. Pull the yarn through all the loops. To start with the border, chain 1 and then single crochet all around the ear. Make sure your tension is not too high, otherwise the ear will look like a cup or something like this, but not really flat. By reaching this part of the ear, we start with a half double crochet here at the beginning of this row, and then we'll continue with double crochets. Now a half double crochet and then single crochets until the end of the border. So this one should be the beginning, and we slip stitch here. And then cut the yarn and pull it through the last stitch. And then you're done for this moment. Now we have to look where to put the ear. And we have also to look how it looks better. So like this, or no, maybe like this. No. I think this is the best solution. You will see that every ear comes out in a different way, so you will have to look what is the best for you. And I think I will sew it like this, and now I have to put this on the other side, these ends, and I pull them through the work, through the fabric, and then you can cut it here. For sewing the ear you need some yarn and a yarn needle, and if you have the right place for the ear you can start sewing it at one point. And then I will tie the yarn here. It's a normal knot. And then I continue sewing it. And I will sew it only on this line that will have the function of an ear. So you can move it. And if you're done, we have to tie it here or to knot. I'm doing it like this. And also a second time here. And then it should be secure. And then you can cut the yarn. For the eye, we need some black yarn. And then you look for the point where you want to put your eye into this application, and you can do it as you like. I secure this with a knot again. And then continue sewing it. It also doesn't matter in which way you do this. Should only look like an eye. Yeah, I think this is quite okay. And then you can secure it on the back with a knot from the beginning yarn strand. And then you're done with the eye. You can cut the yarn. And now we need some pink yarn for the mouse. Oops. And I will start in this corner and put the needle through this corner. And also securing it with a knot. And then we will sew something like a triangle. I'm coming out here at the top of the triangle. But it should be not too tight. So make sure your tension is also not too high. And then we secure this also with a knot. And cut the yarn. But I think I will put some black yarn on the eye, and then we will block our work. For blocking your work, you have only to put your application into cold water and leave it there for some time. Make sure that it's really wet and all through with water and no air inside anymore. and if it is, then you can put it on a flat surface and then let it dry, and after drying it will be in perfect form.